tell you I'm drinking. I'm just being honest with you. I know me and you go way back, but we're here right now, okay? You got that? I gotta do what I gotta do, man, okay? You understand me?
I honestly, wholeheartedly, 1,000,000% believe them checks were mine. This is starting to piss me off. I've lost a marriage over this police department, okay? I've lost girlfriends over this police department because I spent more time there than I would with them.
What happens when a police officer finds themselves on the other side of the law? Today we are diving into some eye-opening videos that prove one powerful point. No matter who you are, the law still applies to you. Just like this first officer, who proved that even those in uniform are not above the law.
Really?
On June 20th, 2023, during a routine patrol, a Henry County police officer spotted a Dodge Charger speeding at 96 miles per hour in a 35 mile per hour zone. Upon approaching the vehicle, he was taken aback to find his own boss behind the wheel. Here is what unfolded next.
Really?
That blend of surprise and really created a genuinely comical moment.
Guess who I just pulled over?
Who?
Yarborough.
Really?
Yeah, the chief deputy driving a Dodge Charger, a souped up Dodge Charger belongs to the sheriff's office. I just clocked this at 96 in a 35.
This is what the public wants to see. Accountability for all, not just private citizens.
What was the issue? I mean, why did you speak?
No reason. He's in an unmarked car. He just got a high horsepower car and decided he wanted to play.
If you're a traffic stop, you do what you think you should do. I mean, I'm not telling you one way or the other. Do a 96 and a 35.
Okay. Well, you know I don't care for him, so I'm all right.
We need more police officers like these, ones who enforce the law impartially and uphold their duty regardless of who is involved.
Sir, here's your ID back. This is your copy of the citation. If you would sign right here. It's got a court date, time it must appear.
Yes, sir.
Please slow down and have a safe day.
Mad respect. Kudos to the deputy chief for handling the situation with integrity as well, rather than resorting to a "do you know who I am" approach. The fact that the officer held the chief accountable for his actions and that the deputy chief didn't power play his way out restores my faith there are still individuals in law enforcement who genuinely uphold its principles. Now, if you found this surprising, brace yourself for this next case.
I can tell you I'm drinking. I'm just being honest with you. I know me and you go way back, but we're here right now, okay?
On November 5th, 2023, an off-duty officer named James Corralejo was pulled over for reckless speeding, an incident that would forever change his destiny.
I'm coming southbound, she's coming northbound, inside lanes both times. I don't know where we cross.
Anything in the car? You got a weapon there or anything?
No, off duty,
Okay.
I got not carrying.
It is quite clear who is at fault in this situation, but the pressing question remains. Will he, as a police officer, be held accountable for his actions?
I mean, I'm looking for his honesty, okay? I know you're in a tough predicament right now. It's like that, okay? I'm looking for his honesty and compliance, and that's all I'm asking for, okay? When's the last time you drank tonight?
A little bit earlier,
Okay, how long ago was that?
a couple hours, about 2.
2 hours ago? Okay, what were you drinking?
I had about a beer.
One beer wouldn't typically lead to a crash, so something wasn't adding up here.
I can tell you I'm drinking. I'm just being honest with you. I know me and you go way back, but we're here right now, okay? You got that?
Props to the officer for sticking to his principles and holding James accountable even with the history between them. It takes courage to do the right thing in these situations.
I gotta do what I gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do, man, okay? You understand me?
The officer stood his ground, fulfilled his duty, and showed where his priorities lie. Salute to him. Ultimately, James could not escape the consequences of his actions. He faced charges of reckless homicide and DUI, proving that even those who wear a badge are not immune to the law. If you think this was crazy, buckle up for the next case, where a police chief becomes the subject of a police interrogation.
I honestly, wholeheartedly, 1,000,000% believe them checks were mine. This is starting to piss me off. I've lost a marriage over this police department, okay? I've lost girlfriends over this police department because I spent more time there than I would with them.
On April 4th, 2018, James Hansey, the Buckeye Lake police chief in Ohio, faced intense scrutiny after accidentally discharging his service weapon in a private home while on duty. The incident led to an investigation. Here is how the interrogation played out.
You know, I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I called the mayor. I called the mayor 6 times and she never called me back. She called Ritter instead of calling my phone. She does that a lot. Just the other day, she's standing there, Ritter's phone goes off. Call from Peggy Wells. He's talking to her. I'm like, I walk up and say, why aren't you calling me? I'm the chief.
Right.
Hansey very cleverly tried to assert authority, possibly to influence the situation in his favor.
I said, all I want to do is my job.
Yeah.
I want to work with you. I have no hard feelings about nothing.
Clearly wasn't doing his job, otherwise he wouldn't be in this situation.
Right. You know, you weren't actually at work doing anything. And a couple of them mentioned the computer that you had at home, that your excuse was that you had to go home because you had some information on the computer at home that you didn't at work.
I've had permission from our mayor, Carol, to go there.
Okay. Have you had permission from this mayor to go there?
No, and I haven't.
Okay.
The times that they're probably talking about is I burnt my foot, right heel, really bad, clear to the bone. And I had to have a special boot. And it hurt to walk in it. And I would come in the mornings, I would get the mail like I was supposed to. I would check the phone recorders and do everything else. And then I would go to the house and do what I had to do.
Questioned about the hours that he was actually putting in, Hansey's responses seemed more like attempts to excuse his actions and to genuinely clarify them. Instead of addressing the core concerns, Hansey brought up an unrelated injury as if trying to downplay the situation. The manipulation here is unbelievable.
They said they came over, a couple times and you were just wearing shorts and a t-shirt watching cops while you were on duty.
No.
And that was and then when I checked the records, you had him logged down his hours for that day, but my concern is if you're at home that day, and that's true, let's say that's true what he's saying, if you're just sitting around watching cops when you're supposed to be at work, that could be an issue.
This guy bent the truth in every way possible, shifting the focus away from his actual responsibilities.
Just because if they come home and see me, I'm in a t-shirt that says police and I'm not wearing my full uniform with the badge and all this, everything else, doesn't mean that I'm cheating the system and not working. I'm doing a lot of things in the background that...
No, sir, that is exactly what it means, that you are not working and you are clearly bending the rules. The entitlement here is off the chart.
The biggest thing is, and especially in our job, is accountability. We
Right.
all have to be accountable. Ultimately, whatever I screw up, he's my supervisor.
right.
It goes on him. He actually screws up if I screw up. And you're the department head, right? I mean, everything under you falls on your shoulders, correct?
The investigator's approach is truly impressive. He takes his time, carefully circling back on details and letting Hansey trip over his own stories. It is a masterclass and interrogation.
I honestly, wholeheartedly, 1,000,000% believe them checks were mine. This is starting to piss me off. When I found out they weren't, I made arrangements and they were taking money out of my payroll every month.
They mentioned
I didn't fight the system because I honestly believed they were my checks.
The fact that he lasted 34 years in the force is unsettling. Imagine the amount of money he earned through fraud.
I lost a marriage over this police department, okay? I've lost girlfriends over this police department because I spent more time there than I would with them.
Now, this guy has his priorities completely backward. How can he be more worried about losing girlfriends than the very real serious legal consequences that he is about to face? Ultimately, justice prevailed when Hansey was fired on May 8, 2018. 5 council members unanimously agreed that he should be removed from office due to a clear neglect of his duties. The case serves as a vital reminder that accountability is crucial in law enforcement. No one, regardless of rank, is above the law, and that the public trust relies on responsibility and transparency. That brings us to the end of today's cases. Please consider showing your support by liking this video and make sure to subscribe to stay informed about future cases like these. Also, if you enjoyed this video, check out the next video right here.